Hey everyone, how's it going? I just wanted to share something really cool that I came across earlier today. I was kind of going through Nokron Eternal City, where you get to by going down where the star falls after beating Radon. For those of you that don't know, it's around this area here. And anyways, so after you go down there, you'll come to a bonfire after a while. I'm sorry, a grace in this game. Old habits. Um, but you'll come to a grace, Nokron Eternal City. From there, you'll go down the stairs. There's a Mimic and a Nox Swordstress, I think is their name. You can just run past them and go straight to the Mimic's tier, but just make sure you have equipped whatever it is that you want to fight against. Because I went in there originally, uh, you know, naked with nothing on like you're supposed to fight the boss, and I was like, you know what, while I'm down here, I'm bored, why not? Let me just duke it out with this guy. So, for what took for probably half an hour, and we still barely heard each other, I realized that the AI was kind of reacting to kind of so kind of like learning, I guess. I don't know if this is learning AI. I haven't really checked into that on the game, but um, you know, it started reacting and adapting to some of my, repeated, cheese moves that I would use, and so I would have to adapt and react. And I was like, wait a second, this kind of feels like I'm going against, a player. So it occurred to me, why not just use this as kind of like a training dummy in order to, you know, train your skills up and allow you to better perform in PvP. And so what I did is I originally first I killed him on accident. I was like, oh crap, I wanted to save that boss and keep him alive, so I had to re-download my profile real quick to save it. But anyways, I equipped the dagger first because that's all I had on me. And so I equipped the dagger, went in there, switched my parry shield. Was gonna go for some repops, but I was like, wait, I don't want to kill this guy. Luckily, the dagger was, not leveled up, so I didn't have to worry so much about damage, and I could focus on the animations that were being done, so I could work on my parrying. And after a while, it started off a little rocky. After a while, I kind of started getting it. And so I was like, well, what else can I do this with? Are his attacks consistent enough with that of characters or, other players and stuff? And so I gave him the Twin Blades just because it's a cool weapon art that I've been curious enough to want to try to parry, but just haven't, done it just because I haven't wanted to lose. uh, so I did that. I don't have the stats for it, so when he uses it, he doesn't have the blood effects that other players would have, but he still kind of does the full weapon art, and it's really difficult to parry at first. I finally found after a while like what moves were easiest to parry, which are the running attacks, absolutely. And then a couple of combos you have to block through the first part and then parry the second. But yeah, anyways, this is kind of a short video, but I just think it's really cool, and I think, if you're on New Game Plus especially, or you don't really plan on going through and you just want to stop and do PvP with this character, I highly recommend getting at least to this boss, to use them as a training partner. You can put whatever, spells or abilities or whatever that you're having issues with on them, and you can go against them using it. Like I said earlier, I recommend not leveling up whatever items you're using against them unless you're just wanting to see how much the damage can do and just, how much damage you could take. But yeah, so I'm sure someone else has already figured this out and said it, but it was just something really cool, and I wanted to make sure I got it out there in case it isn't already out there to let people know that this boss is unique and can be challenging if done properly, and you can really hone your skills this way. So yeah, good luck.